People with fake smiles often become experts at emotional control. Not because they want to be, but because life taught them that emotions are dangerous. Along the way, they learned that showing sadness makes others uncomfortable, that anger leads to conflict, and that vulnerability is often misunderstood. So they adapted. They learned to manage their expressions, tone, and reactions with precision. The smile became automatic, even when their chest felt heavy. Over time, this emotional control turns into emotional distance. They stop reacting naturally and start performing instead. Every interaction feels like a role they have to play. They read the room, adjust their mood, and say the right things. But inside, they feel disconnected from others and from themselves. The more they perform, the less they feel real. Psychology calls this emotional masking. It's common among people who grew up having to be the strong one, the peacemaker, the mature one, the child who learned early not to cause problems. When emotions are not welcomed, the nervous system stays on guard. The body remains alert, even during moments that should feel safe. This constant self-monitoring is exhausting. One of the most painful parts of fake smiling is how invisible the pain becomes. Because when someone always looks okay, people stop asking. Friends assume they're fine. Family assumes they can handle it. Even when they hint at struggling, it's often brushed off as a joke or temporary mood. Their pain becomes easy to ignore by others, and eventually by themselves. There's a unique kind of sadness in being emotionally self-sufficient for too long. When you solve your own problems, comfort yourself, and carry your own weight for years, asking for help starts to feel unnatural. Even when help is offered, it feels unfamiliar, unsafe. Like you're breaking an unspoken rule you've lived by your whole life. People with fake smiles often fear being a burden. They believe their pain will overwhelm others or push them away. So they minimize it. They downplay it. They tell themselves others have it worse. This comparison doesn't heal pain, it silences it. And silenced pain doesn't disappear. It waits. At night, when distractions fade, the truth becomes louder. This is when the smile fully drops. The mind replays moments that were never processed. Conversations that hurt. Losses that were never grieved. Emotions that were postponed because there wasn't time or space to feel them. Sleep becomes difficult. Rest feels impossible even when the body is tired. Psychologically, suppressed emotions often resurface as numbness. A sense of emptiness where feelings used to be. Joy feels muted. Motivation fades. Life starts to feel like something you're watching rather than living. And yet, the smile remains because it's familiar, because it's expected, because it feels safer than the truth. Many people with fake smiles are deeply empathetic. They understand pain because they live with it. That's why they're good listeners. Why people feel comfortable around them. Why they attract others who are struggling. But empathy without boundaries slowly drains them. They give emotional energy they don't have, while ignoring their own need for care. Social media makes this pattern even stronger. It rewards happiness, confidence, and positivity. Vulnerability is often misunderstood or exploited. So people curate a version of themselves that looks okay, even when they're not. The gap between who they are online and how they feel inside grows wider and more isolating. The truth is, fake smiles are not a sign of weakness. They are a sign of survival. They represent adaptation in an environment that didn't feel emotionally safe. They helped someone function, connect, and keep going when things were heavy. But what once protected them can later trap them. Healing begins when someone gives themselves permission to be honest. Not with everyone, but with someone. Or even just with themselves. It starts by noticing the smile instead of hiding behind it. By asking, what am I actually feeling right now, without judgment or pressure to fix it? Psychology shows that emotions need expression to move through the body. Crying, talking, writing, or simply sitting with discomfort allows the nervous system to relax. It reminds the brain that it is safe to feel. That vulnerability is not a threat, it's a release. Letting go of a fake smile doesn't mean becoming negative or hopeless. It means becoming real. It means allowing joy and sadness to coexist instead of forcing one to cover the other. Real strength is not about pretending you're okay. It's about being honest when you're not. If you've lived behind a smile